Welcome back. The Kogi State Police Command has arrested some suspected gang of robbers alleged to be terrorizing people in the state. Parading the suspects at the command headquarters in Lokoja, the outgoing Commissioner of Police, Mr. Adeyemi Ogunjemilusi, said the men were members of 3 different gangs who have been on the police wanted list. The commissioner, who is said to be performing his last assignment as the commissioner in Kogi State, recounted some of the gang's operations. He said the robbers will definitely have their day in court.
On 5th August 2015, they attacked one evangelist, Andrew Adejo, at Ankpa. And because they couldn't get the man, they shot his 8-year-old son in the abdomen. As I speak with you, this is the boy. He had undergone 4 different operations to stay alive. We also recovered AK-47 rifle that belongs to the police from them. We want to charge them to court as soon as possible. This one sustained injury in the course of arrest, so that was why we are trying to ensure that he could recover fully. We have completed the investigation on these other 2 groups.
And now to the arts. If you never thought about the usefulness of waste products, now is the time to do so. That's because one artist has found a way to employ creativity to turn the abandoned into the useful. The Fringe is an exhibition by Olu Amoda, who creates substance out of discarded objects. Our review tonight takes a look at what he has been able to do with these materials.
Reusing discarded materials has become a forte for the 1983 graduate from the Auchi Polytechnic, Edo State. Every time he exhibits, he tries to reinvent this style by introducing some items that may appear a bit odd to the audience.
So this is the work that he's done over the last 2 years in between the first exhibition. And he's really exploring new ways of working, new themes. He's looking at issues of surveillance, of voyeurism, questioning issues of private space and public space. And he's also working in a lot larger scale. So it's exciting to see how his work has developed over the last 2 years.
Work such as sunflowers like a metaphor, the soft, beautiful plant is interpreted with steel and metal, rather hard considering the nature of the subject. Some art enthusiasts, this is the perfect example of how a frog can be transformed into a handsome prince in the face of multiple contrasting elements such as nails and spoons, which he's used in achieving this.
He's somebody, I think, whose work needs breathing room to be appreciated, and I felt like this was the perfect space for his artworks, and he agreed, so we've been working together ever since.
The artist is not here to explain the complexities in the other works, while the curator does the honors.
I find it very exciting to see what he's done over the last 2 years because he's working in a lot of different ways. He's working in installations, which he hadn't done in the past, and he's also working in a lot bigger sizes. And I think it's also interesting to see how he makes works that are so different, you know, in painting and sculpture and installation, but they all speak to the same ideas and then they inform each other.
Amoda's work can be found in many local and international collections, including the Didi Museum in Lagos, Nigeria, and the New Ark Museum in the US, amongst others.
In sports news, the Super Falcons of Nigeria this evening began their campaign in the football events at the 2015 African Games in Congo, Brazzaville. On a solid note, the African champions thrashed host Congo 5-1, with Desire Paranaze scoring a hat-trick and Chinasa Uchendu completing the rout. Nigeria's next match after the Red She Devils of Congo will be against Tanzania on Wednesday, September 9th. While the last group clash will be against Côte d'Ivoire on Saturday, September 13th. The Falcons won gold in the 2003 and 2007 editions of the Games after 3 appearances, while Congo are appearing for the first time in the women's football tournament in its 4th edition. In the domestic league, Giwa FC this evening ended the 10-match unbeaten run of league leaders Enyimba Aba with a hard-fought 1-0 win at home at the Rangpam Stadium in Jos. Captain of the team, Charles Henlong, scored from the penalty spot in the 74th minute to hand his side all 3 points at stake. Closest rivals, Sunshine Stars, failed to capitalize on Enyimba's slip as they also lost the game to Shooting Stars by 2-1. FC Fayuba further compounded the relegation woes of FC Taraba with a 2-0 win. In other results, El Kanemi beats Lobi Stars 2-1. Nasarawa United and Warri Wolves settled for a 1-1 draw. Heartland picked the 13th win of the season with a thrilling 2-0 win over Rangers International. Motor racing now. Formula One champion Lewis Hamilton's victory in the Italian Grand Prix has been confirmed after stewards took no action following an investigation into tyre pressure. The Mercedes cars of Hamilton and Nico Rosberg both showed pressure in one tyre below the minimum permitted level when tested on the grid before the race. However, a Formula One statement said the tyres were cooler than on other cars because the warming blankets had been disconnected. It also said stewards were satisfied Mercedes had followed the correct procedure with tyre manufacturer Pirelli. The result of the race stands: Hamilton won by 25 seconds ahead of Sebastian Vettel.
Lewis, well done.
I mean, look at this crowd, it's incredible. Unbelievable fans here. I couldn't have done it without my team. I don't know if anyone can hear us, but this team is just remarkable, and what we've achieved together is so special. So I'm incredibly grateful for them for really working so hard through the weekend, through the last weeks, through the whole year to give me the car that I had today. And these guys also did a great job.
Well, look at this. I think this says it all. Grazie a voi, grazie tifosi. Quest'anno è incredibile. Grazie, tutti la squadra.
Feels that very tough. I'm getting old for that. So I even said to the team, I'm getting old. The last 3 laps of the race, I was fighting with my teammate. It was very difficult, but we managed to be here. I'm so happy. Grazie mille a tutti. Sono molto contento di essere qui con voi. Questo podio meraviglioso,
On to tennis now. Defending champion Marin Cilic this evening advanced to the US Open quarterfinals for the 4th time with a 6-3, 2-6, 7-6 and a 6-1 win over France's Jeremy Chardy. The Croatian 9th seed took his record to New York to 11 successive wins after capturing his maiden Grand Slam title in the city last year. The 26-year-old will face another Frenchman in the last 8, 19th seed Joe-Wilfried Tsonga, who edged out Benoit Paire 6-4, 6-3, 6-4. Meanwhile, Venus Williams also advanced to her 2nd Grand Slam quarterfinal of the year and her first at the US Open since 2010. The older of the Williams sisters this evening defeated Annette Kontaveit 6-2, 6-1, winning in just 50 minutes. The 35-year-old Venus seeded 23rd, overpowered 19-year-old qualifier Kontaveit, winning 84% of her first serves, breaking the Estonian 4 times and making only 9 unforced errors. Away from sports news, in recent days, migrants have been crossing over from Budapest, the Hungarian capital, to Western Europe, but Austria said it's now planning to phase out special measures that have allowed thousands to move freely from Hungary. Chancellor Werner Faymann said in a statement today that Austria will remove such emergency measures for asylum seekers step by step. And this could mean Austria would eventually restore spot checks on those entering the country as it had before the weekend. Now, much earlier today, Pope Francis urged Catholic churches to take in migrant families. The Pope's appeal comes on the heels of German and Austrian human rights activists moving into Budapest, the Hungarian capital, from Vienna to pick up migrants and help them reach Western Europe in a move tagged refugee convoy. The world's largest oil exporting country, Saudi Arabia, is determined to manage the impact of falling oil prices, saying it will cut spending and delay some state projects. Finance Minister Ibrahim Al-Assaf said today that the country is in a good position to manage low oil prices. He's also said that some areas of the economy will still receive investment as the country tries to improve industries outside energy. The kingdom has more than $600 billion in reserves it can draw upon should expenditure outstrip income from oil exports. Saudi Arabia has maintained its production levels despite a collapse in the price of oil. And the main news again. The Kaduna refinery has achieved 60% product refining following initial repairs and maintenance. The company's management says it is expecting more spare parts before full production capacity can be realized. Regional security is in focus again, with President Muhammadu Buhari and his Ghanaian counterpart John Mahama due to hold talks in Accra, Ghana. President Buhari will be visiting the Ghanaian capital tomorrow, September 7th. Pope Francis has ordered Catholic churches in Europe to provide shelter for migrants from Budapest, Hungary. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Enjoy your night rest and have a great week ahead.